Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Yes Tantra. This is Davita. I am a registered nurse and Tantra coach. And today I'm going to talk to you about foreplay and when foreplay should actually begin when you're wanting to have amazing sex with your partner. First, I'm going to share a little about me if you're new to my channel. I am a registered nurse and certified Tantra coach, and I love to blend together my knowledge of the human body with my wisdom with anatomy and physiology and my knowledge about experiencing prolonged states of pleasure through tantric practices and rituals. So let's just dive in here. And I'm just going to share also some experiences that I personally had and that I know will be so helpful for so many people. Now, first of all, we often think foreplay is just something that we do a few minutes right before we're going to have sex. And we think of maybe a few techniques, if we're going to give oral pleasure, how we're going to kiss or massage our partner. And then we're going to do those things and then jump into having sex. Well, I'm here to share with you that foreplay begins before you ever enter the bedroom. Foreplay begins with how you're interacting with your partner throughout the day, even throughout the week. How are you communicating to them the desire that you have for them, the respect that you're having for them, especially the love that you have for them? So, this is where it's so helpful if you understand the 5 love languages. Now, if you don't know about the 5 love languages, I will put a link here in the description below so that you can take the quiz on the 5 love languages. It was developed by Gary Chapman, and there's a book that explains and goes more in depth in this. But just to share here with you, the top love languages are physical touch, words of affirmation, receiving gifts, quality time, and acts of service. One thing you should do is check for yourself and see what is your love language, especially what are the top 3 of the 5 love languages. Those are most important. And what are your lover's top 3 love languages? And especially when you're wanting to create a mood of more anticipation and desire and intimacy and connection, you're really going to want to spend some time speaking to your partner, your lover, in their top 2 to 3 love languages. So Google up and see, like, what is the love language and how can you show up for them in that way and have them feel that you're fully seeing and hearing them and that they're feeling very valued by you. Because oftentimes, if we're not romancing our partners outside of the bedroom, then we all of a sudden, you're wanting something, you have a desire, you have your needs, your partner can begin to resent you because they don't feel like you're showing them love in other ways. You're just showing attention and affection when you're ready to have sex. I know I've experienced this personally with lovers in the past. And in fact, a lover that I had that wasn't the best relationship in my younger days, he would just treat me not in the best way before sex. And then when we would get into the bedroom, then all of a sudden he was trying to romance me. And I was like, hey, the foreplay earlier tonight, the way you were speaking to me and the way you were engaging with me, that foreplay is like, no, like I am not interested. And you need to tap in and think about how you're treating me before we're going to bed at night, because we had a child together. And so, there's a bunch of different elements, and it can be so much more challenging when children are in the picture and you have these other demands within your daily schedule to create that romance with your partner and to create that connection and that desire, that arousal, and just so you're both anticipating things. So, some things that are really helpful for me and that may be helpful to your partner as well, so I can just speak from my experience here, is one, I love to anticipate. To the anticipation of the event really gets me going because our brain is our largest sex organ. So if I have time to anticipate that, maybe my partner has created a special date night for me and is doing something extra for me and we're planning ahead, then that allows me some hours in advance to start anticipating things. And that really gets the juices flowing for me. Now, if my partner is also speaking to me in my love languages and I'm feeling very seen and loved and cared for, then that increases my desire for them. And I'm like wanting them. And those are the things that we need to tap into before we're starting to do the other foreplay techniques that we're learning, in tantric rituals and practices to apply in the bedroom. So love language is key. So again, check out the link below, ask your lover what is their love language, and do those things. And if you're solo, when you do this quiz, also do for yourself as a self-love practice these top love languages for yourself. How can you have these needs met for yourself? That's just a side note. And the love languages are so important, and so many relationships have challenges because a partner will communicate to their partner in like their top love language. So if my top love language is physical touch, I'm going to want to touch my partner a lot so that they feel cared for, because I'm thinking that's how I like to be loved. So I'm going to show up for my partner in that way. Well, if that's not the partner's top love language and maybe it's receiving gifts or quality time, then they may feel like, oh my gosh, they just don't love me, because they won't receive my love language to them as being loved. They're just gonna be like, okay, yeah, I guess it's great they did that, but it's not really what I need to fill me up. So again, tap into the power of the love language. That is an amazing, and it will get things flowing so much more smoothly with your partner and increase their desire, increase their arousal. Also, whenever you're having children, do things to offload some of the responsibilities for your partner. So let's say if you're a male, just as an example, and females can do this for males too. It works both ways for sure, but I'm just going to give an example. Do things like maybe have groceries delivered through Instacart, or have a maid service or someone come in and help with things around the home. Because especially if you're having small children or you're both working, the demands of the busy routines can make us where we're not having enough time and carving out the time to really create the space and to have that energy to show up fully at the end of the day. So it's really important to do these things and these loving gestures so your partner can be like, oh, okay, like they're really here creating this space for me. They're really caring for me. I don't feel so overwhelmed like I'm doing everything, because if we're feeling overwhelmed by the tasks of the day and the demands that are put on us daily, especially when there are small children or we're having careers and all of these things that can be happening, then if someone can help to offload some of those demands so that we're more energized and more charged up and not feeling so drained, and we can do our self-care, or even send your lover to like a spa day, or to have their nails done, or just do something nice to treat them. And also sending flowers if receiving gifts is one of them. And it's also wonderful for males to receive flowers too. Another thing I like to do with my lover is to also give them a bath, to bathe them. Females just don't need the ones to be pampered. You want to show your partner other ways of being loved. And if they enjoy physical touch, like to give a male partner a shower, a bath, and to rub them down and have that contact, and for them to feel that you are really honoring their body, and they feel that connection and that you're taking that time with them, could be such a beautiful experience. So just be more creative. And I'm going to be sharing some more tips on some other foreplay practices, but just know that before you even get into the tantric foreplay and those other powerful things to enhance your experience with your partner and to increase the orgasmicness and increase that desire, it's so important that we realize foreplay begins way before the moment that we're interested in having sex. So try these things. And again, remember, connect with your partner, care for yourself, care for your partner, show up, continue to date your partner, even when you've been with them for a prolonged period of time, so that you can keep showing up and keep things juicy and vibrant and keep that communication flowing. Now, if you have any questions after viewing this video, just drop them in the comments. I do reply to all comments here. If you have any feedback or anything, I would love to hear from you. And just be sure to click the subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because I'm going to be creating many more videos with you, and I'm going to be going deeper in the future on some of the different love languages and breaking those 5 love languages down. And I have some amazing foreplay tips and blowjob tips happening soon. So definitely stay tuned. Blessings, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you soon.